Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Craft Eccentricity. I hope everyone had an absolutely awesome weekend, and I'm up today with an MX Art project share and a little bit of a personal haul. And it is only, I think, 2 or 3 items, so I will go straight in and do that, and I will measure them. And I have actually used one of the items in my project today. So for my MX Art, I used the little gingerbread girl. I'll try and move myself out of the sun. There you go. You can see her face. My little gingerbread girl, and she's in a soda glass. And it's all sort of like drippy chocolate ice cream and sauce. And it's just really, really pretty. And the style of it is actually, a little bit vintage. I kind of look at them as a bit Art Deco. And I actually pulled out of my Memdex box a similar one that I did, and I think that's a little bit Art Deco as well. Probably the shape of the soda glass on that one, but that's one I made quite a few weeks ago, and I just thought I'd grab that out so that you can see the similarities, or if you like them, there's also that one available. So anyway, digressing, I've used that. I used this, which is a brand new die. This is a set of window blinds, and this had been in my cart for ever such a long time, and I kept putting it in and taking it out, putting it in and taking it out, and I thought it's so unusual that I have to have it. So in the end I got it and it arrived, and I've used this one on my card, so I'm going to measure it. Right, let's have a look. We are to its cord pulley doodah thing, 3 3/4 inches, and then going across it's 2 1/4 inches at its longest point. So that's from my haul, and I've used that today. And from a haul from last week, or was it 2 weeks ago? Probably 2 weeks ago. This little typewriter that comes with this little sentiment here, which says "sweet." And I've used that little sentiment, and I've used that heart a couple of times in what I did, which is, kind of a good example of why I buy stuff, because of course I'm going to use it as a typewriter, but I'm going to use that an awful lot on little candy jars and stuff like that. So I used that one. And then for the background, I use the in-out notched rectangles from Surprise Creation. And of course, they leave a stitched inner and a stitched outer, so that you can sort of like layer them up as frames, make little dioramas or what have you. So those are the things that I've used in my MX Art projects, and then I'll show you the other stuff after. And here's what I made. Isn't she cute? She's kind of hanging onto that glass for dear life, and it's filled with like strawberry and chocolate ice cream. And I use my little mini rhombus sequins, and there's cherries in there. I'm trying to get close. And I also use my lovely silver sparkle pen to do the straw. Now you can see that the embossing there is meant for you to colour in that direction. But one of the things I'm always buying is striped, red and white striped paper. And if you can find it in bold stripe or narrow stripe, if you love gingerbread characters, of course they're usually Christmas time, and they do tend to come with a lot of candy canes. So if you don't want to colour, or your hands aren't very steady, you can just cut a little bit of striped paper and it's just as nice. So that's what I've done there. And I've used my new, I'm reaching over the desk for it, jewellery glaze, which is a couple of bucks cheaper than the Tim Holtz Glossy Accents. And that's from Walmart, and I think that's $3.99 a bottle for 2 fluid ounces. So it does give a lovely shine, and it is clear. Sorry if I'm going a bit blurred there. And of course you've got a little chocolate drip down here. These are all drips of chocolate, but there you go, nice and close. But I put little bits of my sequins on top of the drips. There's the little sweet sentiment, and there's a couple of hearts. And I just think the blind just made it look like it was on the shelf of a store, or in somebody's house in front of the window there. And this paper here is from American Crafts, and it's from Michael's, and I just thought that would look Really nice as like wallpaper. And then you've got that like bold Hessian print going on behind it. But I just really, really like that. I think it's so cute. And I have made it according to the website, so I'm going to measure it made up. Right, let's find the top of my bow there. And it's a fraction over 4 inches high. And then if I go to the width, because I think I've pretty much got the legs where they're supposed to be, I'm going to say 2 3/4 inches there. But she's just hanging on with her legs and her hands. And look, if you look, she's got her little tongue out and she's actually licking the candy cane. And I used my Aliexpress white gel pen to dot the eyes and the little cheeks there. But I just think it's so, so sweet. Really, really love that. And as I said, with the Memdex, you can kind of see the comparison there. So if those are the kinds of things you like, then, the teddy bear one I think is still available. So that's what I made for that. Now, up to the rest of my haul, because I've just shown you that one, and I got myself a wooden heart. I've gone all wood grain mad at the moment, and I got a huge wood grain alpha a couple of weeks ago, which is absolutely gorgeous. So I thought I'd get a wooden heart. And this one is, I believe, 3 3/4 by 3 3/4, but you know what my brain's like. There we go. It's not 3 3/4, it's 3.5, and it's by 3 3/4. So 3.5 by 3 3/4. I'm going to make sure I've got that right. Yeah. Yep. So height 3.5, width 3 3/4. So that's a lovely wood grain heart. Kind of reminds me, is it Elvis Presley, Wooden Heart, the song? If I'm wrong, someone tell me. But I just thought that would go really nice with my wood grain alpha. And then, because I said I'm all wood grain, I've got this set of frames and I split the bag because I cut them all apart, because there's all different configurations here that you can build picture frames, wood grain ones. And the tallest one is 7 inches, which means you can go onto a slimline card, because I've got a hole in my bag. And if you take your longest one and your smallest one, it's definitely going to build a frame on a slimline card. And you can do all kinds of configurations. You can do rectangles and you can do squares. I don't know if you could do a hexagon or something like that. You probably could if you work them all the way around, flip them over and move them around or something. But I just thought they were really, really nice. Like I say, I'm collecting wood grain. I did cut one out of paper, but because I chose that Hessian paper, you can't really see the grain very well, but it is there. If I turn it over, still a little bit blurred. Never mind. Well, anyway, that was my haul that I wanted to share with you, and my little project from MX Art. Now, I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to be up with tomorrow. Tuesday is normally a tutorial, but I've got a feeling I've got a haul coming in. So it may be a haul tomorrow from Surprise Creation with a lot of Nicole's new designs and my new designs. So anyway, I thank you so much for watching. Have an absolutely awesome day. And as usual, all links below. Bye.